Good evening. I'm here with
Melechesh.
how you pronounce your name again for the people out there?
The band name?
Yeah.
Band name's Melechesh, or to be more authentic, Melechesh.
Okay. What's the meaning behind that?
It's Hebrew and Aramaic for King of Fire. Melech means king. Esh means fire.
Okay. Thank you for taking the time to do the interview. I heard the tour is going good, and what's your perspective of the tour so far?
It's been going great. Great crowd. I mean, it's different than Europe. So for us, it's the first time being in the U.S. So we're still getting used to the market, the crowd, the way things work. But so far, it's just been great. We've been also touring with the Running Price and Hay. It's just keeping up us, full of good adventures and memories.
So let's talk about the new album, Epigenesis.
Epigenesis.
How's this album different from the other previous efforts you guys put out?
I mean, it's all part of a larger quest. You know, when you record an album, so they're different, but there's always it's a continuation of what we did before. And I think some of the different aspects are we experimented with some 70s psychedelic aspects, more instrumentals. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to sit and discuss the different aspects. And for us, it's just a continuation of what we started. And I think we would call it a more mature album, although everybody says this, but we really felt composing this album that it was more mature. We had more control over things, and we wanted to experiment with certain things that we didn't experiment with before.
Why you guys decided to record the album in Turkey instead of Europe or the U.S. or like most, quote unquote, European metal bands do? What was it that lured you guys to Turkey? What's the allure behind
I'll
Turkey?
just answer with another question. Why not? I mean, people's perception is that you want to record a metal album, go to Germany, go to Sweden. Why not Istanbul? They have the studio we recorded in was an amazing studio, amazing equipment, sound engineers that had PhD in sound. They could give you anything. So for us, there was a statement we wanted to make. Like the band started in the East, wanted to go back to the East to record there, and also why not record in Istanbul? They have great stuff. So for our music was perfect.
The drums are extremely loud and diverse on the second track. The Grand Gothas about saying, what is the band trying to convey musically and the concept wise?
I mean, it's loud because it's metal, but also this is like probably would be the fastest song on the album. So production wise, we wanted that to be apparent. And what was your other question? Something about?
All right. What you try to convey musically and concept wise?
Many things. I mean, many things. Mainly focused on Mesopotamian mythology. So in this song, it was about the moon god Sin. That was what was going on in that track.
I heard it was said that what's his name, the singer, recorded the vocals naked in the studio. Is this some kind of ritual or something?
It's not a ritual. It's just you're trying to get the most. I mean, it could sound. But the guy, he was in an isolated room where no one could see him, and we were in the mixing booth. It was just to experience the music fully, just like no inhibitions whatsoever. It was freak out there, and it was dark. It was one light. So it just created this atmosphere, and you want that in the studio. You want to try to create an environment that conveys, that helps you recreate the music and live it fully. Okay. So that was why he did this.
Prescripture was a member of the band since the beginning with Dinge. Since Dinge, yeah. What have you learned from him musically and as a person from Prescripture?
He's not in the band anymore, and he hasn't been in the last two albums, so he left a long time ago.
I mean, during his time there.
He's a great buddy. He's actually at the show tonight. He lives nearby, so he came to visit. Very good friends. I mean, we've shared a bond with Absu since the very beginning. We were corresponding since the early 90s. And I think we just learned a lot from each other musically, and I won't be able to pinpoint exactly what, but both bands have been working always sort of on the same wavelength, although separated geographically. Spiritually, they're very united.
When you guys were living in Jerusalem, how hard was it as a black metal band, being from the quote quote the Holy Land.
But it's not that easy. But then again, in this top part of the world, nothing is really easy. And there's persecution going on for many other reasons. So being a black metal band wasn't the most dangerous thing to do. Actually, for some people, it was just absurd. But we did get some problems at one point. The local newspaper made an article about the band, but twisted it and turned it into a story about a satanic cult. And that, you know, the authorities and the police sort of started getting worried, and that happened at the same time. A murder that was remotely linked to Satanism happened at the same time. So they linked things together, and it was hard, but you know, that's the past, and we lived with it. I think for us, the obstacles were a great motivation to write music.
Okay. One last question. Band members have lived in the U.S., Africa, many other countries. Does it feel liberating in a sense to experience other cultures? And
of course, yeah. I mean, it's what keeps the band going. I think is that it's not limited geographically, and therefore musically, it's also not limited. We always want to push the boundaries of our music, of what inspires us, and being basically a band that's spread out across the globe helps. It's hard because I live in Virginia, the band lives in Holland, so to get it to work, it's not always easy, but at the end of the day, it ends up being something we use for our advantage.
So how's living in Virginia different from? Yeah, what kind of culture? What adjustments you had to make?
I mean, I'm from Bethlehem, the real Bethlehem. I'm Palestinian from Bethlehem. Then lived in France and now live in the U.S. It's great. It's not. I mean, it's different, but once you travel, you start getting used to different new environments. So I'm there to do my PhD in philosophy. That's why I'm there.
All right, congratulations, and thank you for doing this interview. I really appreciate it. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, and I'm looking forward to enjoying your CD.
Hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay.